I think what is great in my position generally is that I can deep dive to some of the problems that we have and to try to understand the fundamental of that problem, and then of course collaborate with different internal and external partners and try to solve that problem. I also have to rely on other people's expertise, and that's beautiful to collaborate, to do the knowledge sharing together, and also like a team together work towards solving a problem or reaching a goal. So I have to read a lot, I have to go to different conferences and have my networks with them. So it's a bit hard skill part of it. But then there is another side which I call it the soft skill, which is when you have to also manage different projects, you have to also lead different scientists towards specific projects, also coaching different people. It could be the scientists that we have inside our team. It could be also different students from universities. We would like to also work with the best, and the best are normally spread in the whole world. Just as an example, I was April in the Netherlands. Just last week I was in Canada, and before going to Canada I was at the University of Copenhagen also to work with other colleagues there, and that of course requires that I travel. We are quite informal in a way that we approach even our bosses or other colleagues for that matter. I don't think there is any hierarchy as such in the company, which I think it's beautiful. If you have an idea which you think it's useful for the company, you can directly go to the right person even on the top and explain it to and hear the different feedbacks. I am at least quite feeling free to be able to define the pathway to reach to this specific goal. You can talk freely to your colleagues, and they are normally very kind and very collaborative, and we are all eager to really reach the goal that we are defining it together. My name is Behnaz and I am a lead scientist in the Department of Research and Development. Arla Food Ingredients is a company that works with different proteins, of course from the dairy base or animal base. We are trying to discover the more potential nutritions to be able to make it stronger tomorrow. Of course, AFI is located in Følg, and it's a quite small city, but I think the beauty of the location, for at least as an engineer, is that we are close to the production side. We have a freedom to work with different products that we already produce. When I was in high school, or maybe even before, I really liked to be a teacher. I think I like the science part, but at the same time I really like to share the knowledge. So I have done my bachelor and master in chemical engineering, and then after that, during my master thesis, I worked more with the food processing. My bachelor and my master degree, I took it at home in Iran. Then I continued doing my PhD at the University of Southern Denmark, and there again I work with the food and food waste, and then I continued a bit more in academia doing my postdoc fellow research. Then of course I came to the R&D part in AFI. To be honest, the reason that I said yes to the job was when I came to AFI and I actually had the interview. Of course, they took me towards different offices and laboratories and pilots, and it was beautiful facilities. It was really fascinating to me. The level of development that it is already, I really was fascinated, in particular with the pilot facilities that we had. From that point, it was really dreamy. What really made me surprised was how actually in the front row AFI is in the research, and how we are really working with quite top-notch science. Of course, it's an international company. We have to work with people with different backgrounds. That could be gender, it could be age, it could be the nationality, and that is also quite important when we are working in a company, that we pass those parts and work together towards a specific goal. And I think that's a beautiful part of the story, this collaboration, this cooperation.